Okay people, let's get this thing started. What is today's reality report about? It's about food theft. But it's not just going to be negative about just food theft. It's the reason, the cause, the reason behind it. People are feeling it hard out here. Life is getting hard. Things are getting hard. Working people are stealing food too. So don't just think it's unemployed benefits. No, we're not going to get into that kind of battering people down if they've lost their jobs and now they're on benefits and the last year their lives changed completely. No, we're not going to beat you down. What I'm just saying is that there is food theft going on. I'm going to have some footage to back up what I'm talking about as well. I'm going to show you a few things as well. I've got some footage to back the talk that I'm talking, and I'm also going to delve into food banks as well. People are working, they can't, obviously there's food theft, there's also people that are going to food banks. This is something that's new in the area. It's not even in my own area. In West London there's a food bank in Acton High Street, just off Acton High Street. I couldn't believe it. I was walking, food bank. But anyway, we're going to do this report. It's a reality report. We're going to get into the pros and the cons of it. I've got footage, as I said. We're going to hit food banks as well. Let's get to it. Okay, now Iceland's is known as a shop that has a lot of savings and stuff like that. They advertise that. I'm not slandering them in any shape or form. They do advertise that they're cheap. Now, cut a long story short, they've had to up their security. I'm not going to talk anymore. Let's watch the footage.
Prices of food has gone up, so you can, people do it because obviously they need the food. But I think it's a good idea. It's good for Iceland to do that. They need to take care of their profits, really.
If they're having to steal food, then that just shows, isn't it, that people are struggling.
They've always done it.
That's been going on for
many years.
Now, I don't know if you heard that, but let's rewind it again. Let's rewind that so you can hear that again.
They've always done it.
That's been going on for
many years.
Now you heard it. Now those two grannies, they're ghetto. They know what time it is in the world. It's been going on for years. People have been selling food to commercial companies, like an underground system on the black market, just off the lorry, whatever, vans up and down, moving. It's happening. It's been going on for years, but it was only in a certain kind of underclass kind of thing. But trust me, people are thieving the meat and selling it in pubs and moving it around. And I know if you're a man, you go to a certain kind of pub, that's your you're just urban, you know what I mean? You love your class, where you're from, wherever, it's your hood, whatever. You know that there's meat being sold, there's food being sold. You know the people that do, little crackheads, all kinds of different things. I'm just talking, they're there, you know who they are, or they're just maybe even good people, they're just hustling what they can get. You know that meat has been, I've seen a couple of times, not in pubs, but I've just seen it. I'm like, wow, you lot hustling meat. The bottom line is, it's happening. These grannies know what time it is. Do you? Now let's get serious for a minute, like there is people out there, families, everything that are living it hard out here, and they have no choice, yeah? And I come from that kind of a family, to be honest with you, and I'm proud of it, because in the end of the day I'm not living that life anymore. That's why I'm on this camera trying to help people, trying to give you that reality report, life cycle developments. What can I say? The bottom line is, check this out. You just got to hear this, because it's families, it's real things out here. It's real things out here. I hope you resonate, because it's not all about a joke. It's not a joke. There's real families living it out there like this, or they weren't living like that and they've had to become living in that sort of a situation, and they don't know how to handle it. Yes, watch some footage.
Sometimes I'll wake up on a Sunday and I will literally have £5 in my purse, and I think, right, what can I do with £5? You want to make nutritional meals for your kids. You hear it all the time on the TV, how they should be eating the 5 a day and fresh meats, but sometimes you just literally can't do it, and you have to buy them the 77p basic cottage pie, because that's literally all you can afford.
And as I said, this is a reality report. I haven't scripted anything. You can see I'm not a budding professional at doing this stuff. I'm just doing it. It's me. I hope I'm resonating with you. I hope I'm bringing the truth to you. I hope you watch other videos that I've done and you see where I'm coming from with this. And this is this is a section called the reality report. You know, as I said, have a look at what this guy's got to say. I push this to you all the time. Reevaluate your life right now. Things are really happening. I want you to hear what this guy's got to say. It's happening all round. Benefits, people getting pushed down. As I said, the classes are getting pushed down and misfortunes are happening all over the place. Yes, watch the footage.
We are seeing a lot more families telling us that they have to make this difficult choice between things like eating and heating, putting food on the table or paying the bills. A part of this is driven by problems in benefit administration, sanctions being applied often inappropriately that leave people having to go to food banks.
Okay, people, I may seem at ease with some of the things that I'm saying. It's not that I'm saying it and I've got ease and I could just say it like that. It's not that. It's that I was one of those kids. You see what I'm saying? The hard life. We've all lived the hard life. Some of us, some can resonate, some haven't. Your story is your story. But what I really feel for is the kids having to grow up in this age where it is literally a system. It's systematically been put upon them, and that is not nice, especially with bad education and stuff like bad prospects for elders, bad prospects for youngsters, bad prospects for the kids. And now their food, now you're putting adults in a position that they're having to feed for it or structure their whole life around subsidies. It's not good.
A lot of the people that come to food banks have stories which are really heartbreaking, and we've had people coming to food banks who've been forced to choose between eating and feeding their children, and that's something we see very regularly.
Economics. Basically, it's your whole liberty, your economics. That's what's changing your food standard. That's what's making you look at cheaper different parts of food, or you're not doing that, or you're economizing on your food. Your food bill has become a major problem, if it's a problem, you're gonna have to literally look at other things in which way you're gonna have to budget. So you might have to discount this, totally lose certain things out of your life because you're not gonna probably change your food. I wouldn't. I'd rather have certain less things, but I'm not changing the standard of my food. I will pay that food money. Now, cut a long story short, some people have not got that option. So what I'm saying is that different classes of food. I know all the food giants have been basically messing with us, buy two and get this free, and it's just been a mess. And when you really work it out financially, it's just costing you more. We've been conned like that for basically the last decade.
Literally sitting there on a Monday evening, waiting to check the balance, make sure nothing's still there. It kind of controls you a little bit. It kind of takes over your life. Because when you're going week to week to week on a small amount, you're thinking, right, I'm going to get this money on Tuesday. And I'll do a list, right, this has got to be paid out, this has got to be paid out, right, that leaves me that much for shopping. It takes over your thinking for most of the week.
Now, fathers and mothers out there, just people that, even if you're single, it doesn't matter, you want to take care of yourself, you want to take care of your life, your family, life cycle, you got to get it all. You got to get it all, and you want it all, and you deserve it all. Now, you're in this position. Now, whatever got you in that position, you now have to channel your energies and focus on a mindset change, because only a mindset change is what's going to break you out of what the chains are holding you back now. Whatever chains are holding you back right now, if you're in that position, and you've seen the clips, we've spoke about it, you're in that position, you now need to get your hustle on. And it may not be in a commercial way. That might be you're a good cleaner. You used to do knitting, you used to make stuff, but you hold on a minute, you could do some knitting and earn some money. Make some new designs, find a hustle, find something you're good at, become of service to yourself and somebody else. It doesn't matter what you say. You might be good at fixing cars. Fix cars on the side for money. Take yourself out of the situation. But obviously, don't get yourself in trouble with the government, and you know what I'm saying. You don't want to do that. So what I'm saying, but you must eat. You don't want to be thieving in the shops, really. And then what happens? You get a criminal record. You're stamped by the system. When it comes to getting a job, come on, you know the cycle. We're all elders in here. Whether you're youngers, you know what I'm talking about. It's about mind change, mindset. It might take long. It's not going to be instant. You got to think a decade plus. But you cannot stay in a situation like what the clips we've just showed you. You don't want to ever be stuck in that trap. And as they say on the urban streets, it's a trap. It is. It's a trap house. It's a trap house in the streets, and it's a trap house outside of the streets. It's all one trap. That's just why the word trap. Or you go on the streets and say they're trapping. Even if you work, you're trapping. The bottom, if you don't work, you're kind of you're trapped. You're in a trap. You're trapping. The bottom line is, we don't want to be in a trap, so come out of the trap. And only a mindset shift and change can only do that. So I hope you get that in the message, because that is a solution to getting yourself out of the problems that we're seeing happen right now with food theft. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Peace. Life Cycle Developments. I'm QT. I'm out.